Pish pish. Pish posh. Okay. We've done that. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. God bless Texas with his own hair. There you go. What's up, Jesse? How you doing tonight, sir? Let's do some farming. Simulator 22. Thumbnail. Farm Sim 22. Hold on, let me. Okay, what's up, Tucker? How are you? That's good to hear, Jesse. I'm well. Thanks for asking. What's up, Stagal Bros? How are you? No, we need our tag. Sorry, getting set up real quick. Like I said, I really wish they would have kept the thing where you could fill all this out and then hit go live, but they changed it up. You know how YouTube is. Fixing stuff that they ain't broke and not ignoring problems. There's okay, that looks good. Save. Alright, fixing stuff that ain't broke and then ignoring the problems are actually there. Okay, alright, let's fix this back. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I'm pretty good. That's good to hear, Tucker. I'm fine. It's so cold and it sucks. Yeah, it's that time of the year, man. That time of the year. Oh, hey, I should probably join Discord. I hope I was in the right Discord here. There we go. Alright. Now we get to go. But is that time of the year? Colds galore. I just wish the weather would just figure out what it wants to do. Like, it goes from being in like mid to high 50s one day, and now it's freezing cold. It's like, I think it's below 30 out right now. Like, just decide what you want to do. I mean, the other day I was walking around outside with just a short sleeve shirt on. Today, I almost broke out the Carhartt taking trash out. It's just crazy. Just figure your shit out. Yo, Brando, what it do? Dude. Yeah. See? Did this dude just rhyme dude? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. 46 degrees here. Now, actually, I could probably... Let me just look at my phone here. 29 degrees. I was right on it. I said below 30. It's 29 degrees out right now. What's the real feel out, though? Real feel is 24. And literally, just a couple days ago, walking around, just a t-shirt. Like, I'm fine with the cold. I love cold. I hate this back and forth. Like, just make up your mind. Either be cold or don't be cold. It's, you know, it's just Mother Nature, you know. Needs to decide on something. Indecisive. Indecisive. That's why it's Mother Nature, not Father Nature. And I'm lucky my wife's upstairs and didn't hear that comment, because then she probably would have beat me over the side of the head. Rained here all day and then got cold. It rained for like a week straight for us. And I feel like I could do that right now. And then, like, we just had water laying for like a week.
Yeah, I probably will after a little bit. I had jambalaya.
I had tacos, so.
Was it from Taco Bell though?
No, but it was the taco brand homemade taco. Like they sell the double taco, the double cheesy taco kit from Taco Bell now in stores. So I saw it today. I was like, oh yeah, we'll pick this up. And I ate around 7:30, and my stomach is making some god awful noises right now. So I'm gonna have to.
So you're gonna disappear every now and then?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
$27. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Tony. The dollhouse heard you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, no. I'd get slapped and it'll be fine. Or I would actually, in all reality, I would get a really deer, and then she would cut her eyes at me, and that would be it. Prep for 5 inches of snow, but probably won't get months. If probably play Lethal Company. You're playing Lethal Company? I'll believe it when I see it. Jambalaya has a food group here. Oh, you must be from Louisiana. She'd give you a look. She'd cut her eyes at me, and then she'd ignore me for the rest of the night. That's how that would go. I'm lucky in the sense that I have a wife that I don't get thrown in the doghouse. Of course, I don't do much. I'm pretty good. I'm annoying. I'll give her that. I am annoying, but I don't do much to be in the doghouse. Yeah, PJ's was talking about he has a wedding to go to tomorrow, and then he has to leave early because they're calling for a bunch of snow up there where he lives. So. Oh, but when we try to get you to play a game and buy it for you, you don't play with us. What is that horse shit? You just missed the whole thing I just said. I'm annoying, but I never do anything to get thrown in the doghouse. I'm pretty good. Been here the whole time. What's up, Cody? I missed your grand entrance. I'm sorry. How are you tonight, sir? At least someone said hello. Oh, John, did you say hello too? Did I miss? Oh, yeah, I did. All right, I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh man, alright. I'm loving it. Can I join? Unfortunately, the mods aren't public at the moment, I don't think. I mean, it was pretty brutal. Not that you guys wanted to know that, but Jesus. Taco Hell produces an ungodly smell. Ah. Oh man. You got a Wally at Wally World. I don't know. Hell if I know. Bum, bum. I wish I had some music, but every music I use gets copyright claimed. It's copyright hell on YouTube currently. Seriously, now I have to drink. No, I wasn't drinking. Bless you. Ill backwards. Stuart Ab. Ill backwards? Oh, WWE, what'd you get? Oh, man. Eat Taco Bell and drink some vodka. Ooh, yeah, no, thank you. Look, if I'm going to get diarrhea from eating food, I definitely want to be sober so I don't end up shitting my pants. Just saying. But I don't understand why people drink while eating Mexican. Like, yeesh. My favorite used to be to eat Taco Bell burrito and drink some Everclear. Jesus. You drink enough of that, then you don't. You'll just be passed out during the whole taco shit phase. I don't think I have that issue where alcohol makes me fart. Just drink Everclear like it's water? You, sir, are savage. Jesus. Excuse me. If I remember correctly, Everclear is one I didn't particularly care for. Of course, I don't drink to like get drunk. I drink because I like the flavors. Like my favorite drink is apricot brandy, just because of the flavor. Excuse me. That was me just a minute ago. Ready? Here we go. We'll do it again real quick. Ready? Boom. Higher 90% per value. Yeah. Well, I don't think I particularly cared for the taste of it. I've tried it. I remember it, but I got suckered into drinking games. It goes south for me. I don't really do it anymore. I would drink every now and then. But I think the last time that I've been drunk, I would say, was that night I was live streaming and I ended up puking in my trash can. That's the last time I've been. That was a couple years ago now, wasn't it? Last night I was really, like, really drunk was, I was 18? Yeah, I was 18. And I was working Wicked Woods, which is a haunted woods trail thing. And everybody worked out there, like all the people around us, they were just getting hammered, and they had everything. You name it, they had it. I was drinking Jack, Captain, straight from the bottle. And what else? Just about that's the night I discovered apricot brandy too. And I drank so much peppermint schnapps that I can't do peppermint anymore. Peppermint schnapps ruined me for peppermint. That was the last time I think I got really drunk. I ended up passing out in the woods. That was the same place where the guy used to be Amish. He would get drunk, and his role was to dress up like a gorilla, and there was like this bridge that ran in between the trees, and he was supposed to, as the hay wagons were, when you got to the end of the trail, you load up on a hay wagon. His was to run through the trees and chase the hay wagon, and he ran across one, like the hay wagon went under, and he fell right into the back of the hay wagon. Scared the living daylights out of them people. Oh God. Them three, it was three of them that used to be, they had left the Amish church, and one of them was like fresh out. One of them had just left like the week prior to working with us. Them three, oh my God, I think they'd outdrink all of us. And they used to tell us stories about how they were getting drunk when they were, well, we were all teenagers, 18, 19 years old at that point. But when they were younger teenagers, they were getting drunk, and the one said they'd always throw him in his buggy and then slap the horse on the ass because the horse knew his way home. So in the morning he woke up, he was sitting in his driveway. The other one's like, I was drunk and I flipped my buggy once. I'm like, wait. How do you flip a buggy? I don't know. I don't remember it. I just remember waking up and my buggy being on the roof, horse being gone. Yep, the aftermath is what sucks. You wake up the next day, just don't feel like doing shit. That's the downfall of drinking. Like I said, these days I don't drink to get drunk. I drink stuff because I like the flavors of it. And we buy stuff and it lasts for us for God knows how long. We finally cracked into the bottle of wine. It's been sitting in the refrigerator for months now. We cracked that open on New Year's Eve and drank it. Or New Year's Eve and drank it. Still have the salted caramel whiskey sitting on my desk. I think I've only taken 2 shots out of it, and we've had that for a few months. Games get me in trouble. Yeah. Let's drink and have to go to work. I used to drink and get hammered and have to go to school the next day. Then sit in homeroom and drink freaking Captain Morgan out of a Gatorade bottle. I ain't proud of some of the dumb shit I used to do. And somehow convinced the homeroom teacher that it was apple juice. That's pretty much my senior year, Red. That was pretty much my senior year. Like I've always said, I've never smoked a cigarette, never done any type of drugs. Alcohol is my downfall. So while all my stoner friends, and I wouldn't even say just stoner, like a lot of my other friends were getting high out in the school parking lot, and I was just sipping on alcohol. I know it's not good, but at least I wasn't getting high, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That first one sounded like something came up with it.
Nope.
We had a kid.
Oh, that's adorable. You guys talking about drinking?
Been a carnival worker? Okay, yeah, you got us beat.
I kind of miss them days a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't drink to get drunk these days. I just drink because I like certain flavors.
It was to the point I really never, like I was drunk, but I would never know I was drunk. Like I was actually a very, very good drunk.
What's that called? Functioning alcoholic.
Yep. Pretty much.
Nice.
Basically,
wake up
at 4 in the morning, start with the 5th of Jack.
Work the Delaware State Fair?
By the time I went to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, I ended with my 4th bottle of Jack. Those were good days. Good days. And then I had a kid and kind of had to stop drinking.
Even though sometimes it just kids drive you nuts to the point where you look at the bottle and you're like, maybe I should become an alcoholic again.
Oh, I've looked at my bottle many times. Many, many times.
Like I said, I still have, I bought, during the summertime I think it was, I have salted caramel Old Smoky whiskey, and I've taken like 2 shots out of it, and I bought that in summer. We bought a bottle of wine around the same time, and it's been sitting in the fridge and just until New Year's Eve we cracked it open. So
Well, so like the very first night I ever joined, I had 3/5 of Jack Daniels that night.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Explains the dumbass questions.
Hey, they weren't dumb. They were still legitimate questions. Don't tell me you didn't think about them either.
Yeah, I had to think about them because you asked them, and I'm thinking, well,
But
you know what?
it
Now,
makes you think about it though.
yeah, well now I'm curious. If you wouldn't have asked the dumbass question, I would have never thought about it.
It's one of them things though. Like nobody thinks about it, but you know, there's an answer to everything eventually.
We need to find a midget.
I wish we could ask Brad Williams.
He'd answer it.
Fuck yeah, he would.
He'd probably bag it for you, ship it to you for proof.
I don't know. I don't know if he'd go that far for it.
Oh, Brad, thanks for sending me the Hershey Kisses.
That wasn't candy. What? That was my shit.
I thought it was a bit weird that one had a peanut in it. Oh, Lord.
Wait, is that a dino nuggie? Leave me alone. You know, look at us, then you look at people like fucking Jackass in his age group. Like,
My bad.
like dumbass got drunk on what, like twisted iced tea, like one twisted iced tea or something like that, or was it Smirnoff he got drunk on? Like 1 or 2 bottles of Smirnoff or something stupid like that.
What's on Steam? Yeah, he was. What? It was a wine cooler.
Yep. And he only had like 2 of them, I think.
Yeah, he was like, I'm too deep. And I'm feeling it already. It's like, too what? And then I can't remember what he said it was. And I looked it up. I was like, that's a fucking wine cooler. What?
Yeah.
You drunk enough off 2 of those? What the hell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, what the?
Oh, yeah, we were supposed to be taking shots, and he was taking sips of a wine cooler.
Yeah. And like a quarter of the way in, he's like, I'm feeling like a pretty good buzz. I was like, oh, you're drinking something good? And he's like, now. So I was like, dude, it's like basically Smirnoff.
And he was getting a couple times. He was like, "Oh, I've had one too many twisted teas. I didn't drink a whole 6-pack without feeling shit."
Hey, he asked me he goes, you used to be an alcoholic. I was like, yeah. He's like, what's the drunkest you ever been? I said, probably my 21st birthday. My 21st birthday.
But yeah, you won't play games. What? That makes no sense.
I finished off 2 30-packs of Bud Light, had 4/5 of Jack, and then 2 quarts of moonshine. But I still went to work the next day.
I couldn't even tell you everything I drank like I was telling the last time I got really drunk was when I was 18. I couldn't even tell you what I was drinking. Everything they handed me. I do remember I polished off a bottle of peppermint schnapps that night, and I ruined me for the flavor of peppermint for everything else. Since then, I still can't eat a candy cane.
I mean, I'm not too bad. I've only had my stomach pumped 3 times, so that's not too bad.
Those are rookie numbers in Missouri. You gotta get those numbers way up there.
No, that's actually... Well, when I started drinking was when people were slowly transferring to drugs.
That's what I was saying. I can honestly say I've never smoked a cigarette, never done any drugs, but alcohol was my downfall.
Mine's cigarettes and, well, I don't drink no more, but it was cigarettes and alcohol.
I was sipping on Captain Morgan out of a Gatorade bottle, but all my friends were out in the parking lot at the school getting high, so, you know, two wrongs don't make a right, but I feel like my wrong was a lot less wrong. Just saying.
See, that's what kills me. Everyone's like, man, did you have fun at prom? It's like, or homecoming? It's like, I didn't go. I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, literally after the game was over, I took my pads off, went straight back to the farm, and fucking started drinking. Fuck the dance. Like, but the dance, I was like, dude, why spend all that fucking money on homecoming and shit? You spend all that money, you gotta be on your best behavior for hours and hours and hours, then you go to an after party. Why not just go from the game straight to a party?
Yeah, I kind of regret going to my senior prom. I did it because my mom made me go, but I had no fun whatsoever.
I was like, not only that, like I said, okay, we got done with the game. I have to go in, take a shower, go get my suit and tux and all that shit. I said, be uncomfortable. I said, fuck that.
Yeah, I was in a freaking tux the whole night. Hated it. My date, she just didn't want to dance. The whole vegan thing, all that just kind of killed the night. So I took her home, went home, put it through a t-shirt and jeans on, went back up with my friends and had a bonfire out there. Hung out there for the rest of the night. You know, I'm vegan. Oh, Jesus Christ. My plate piled high of roast beef.
So,
more for me. So,
we were at my buddy's farm. This girl I was talking to, we got talking and some. We were drinking a little bit. I was like, man, I'm hungry. I was like, I'm going to go throw some steaks on the grill. She's like, oh my God, like, ew. I was like, what? She goes, meat? Seriously? Ew. They have names. I said, oh. I said, you know what? I said, follow me. I got a perfect place for you. So she followed me into my buddy's barn. I opened up a gate and shoved her right in with the cow. She goes, what the fuck is this for? I was like, well, you hang out with your vegan friends. They eat grass. You can eat grass. She goes, you call me a cow? I was like, no. I'm just putting you with your friends, you know. They're vegans, you're vegan. Just fits.
Just be like, I want you to meet my friend here. This cow right here, I call it tomorrow night's dinner.
So, I was like, okay, because she was actually pretty fucking hot. I was like, all right, you know what, like, this bitch, I'm going to give her a chance. So, we went to the county fair, and they had, like, little piglets running around. She's like, oh, my God, it's so cute. Look, babe, look how cute it is. I said, you're right, it does look cute. It'll look better when it's in my breakfast plate tomorrow as bacon.
You know what?
Yeah, she left after that.
Mr. Wildcat Gaming Site.
You're awesome.
Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the flock, sir. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't go without meat. Just couldn't do it.
I have meat one way or the other every day.
Exactly. Like, I can eat salads and everything, but I like throwing a little bit of chicken in my salad.
Oh, I love salads. Don't get me wrong. I can eat salad all day, every day, but like, there's times where I literally have to go to the store and at least get some kind of jerky just so I have a meat for the day.
I couldn't do without meat.
Let's just say buffalo jerky is absolutely amazing.
Buffalo jerky?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
You never had buffalo jerky?
Mm-mm. We don't have any, like, places that have like wild game jerky or whatever you want to call it around here. It's just like straight beef jerky or turkey jerky.
You could literally just go to the gas station and get it.
No, not here. Like, I can't even tell you if there's a place that has like bison burger. Like the only time I've ever had a bison burger was up there in Pennsylvania.
That's why I love about Cabela's.
That's where it was. Cabela's up there in Pennsylvania. That's where I had it. Hell, you can't even buy like anything deer here. Everything's got to be. You have to kill it yourself. You can't buy it. It's illegal to buy or sell it here. Venison.
See, I knew there was something wrong with your state.
Yep.
Shit, I've had squirrel, I've had snake, had shark, alligator.
Good lord.
Buffalo, elk, moose, deer, antelope. I've had armadillo. Of course, basically all the fish. That's no big deal. I've had bear. Bear's not that great though. Bear's not all that great. I mean, it's not bad.
I've had deer, bison, and goose. As far as I get. Oh, I tried it in shark, and nah, it wasn't for me.
Shark. Anything that involves water, you gotta watch it because the way their skin is and their meat is, if it's not cooked right, it is gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
Fuck, I've even had octopus before. It's not that great. I don't know why Asians like it so much.
No. Good thing you didn't eat it after Jackass has away with it, or it'd be cream-filled octopus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not a seafood guy, and that could very well be it. That, you know, it's all in the way you cook it, because a lot of it just tastes like rubber to me, and I'm just turning me
So
off.
like, because like what I tell people, like alligator, for instance. You know, so many people are like, oh, it tastes like chicken. If alligator's cooked right, it actually does taste like chicken. I mean, fuck, I've had my daughter convinced it was chicken for years. And she would eat it because, you know, she loves her chicken and nuggets and stuff. Actually, I had her convinced it was chicken for years before she actually learned to read and all that shit and found out it was alligator. But if it's not cooked right, it's very rubbery.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I tried lobster, and my wife got it from Outback, and I seriously felt like I was chewing on like a pencil eraser.
Yeah, see, I love like shrimp, crab. Absolutely love fucking crab.
I'll eat the hell out of shrimp. I'm not a fan of crabs, and that's saying something because I'm from Delaware. Like Delaware, we have crabs galore here. Not those kind of crabs, the crabs that you eat. But I never could get into the taste of them.
Oh yeah, fucking crab meat and melted butter. Oh lord, oh lord, oh lord. Oh. And then you get you get crawfish. Crawfish is good.
Never had it.
Not too off from shrimp.
I said I don't know. Seafood, just me and seafood. I don't know. I don't like it.
I see me.
My dad tricked me when we went to Long John Silver's. He told me he got fish, and he told me it was a chicken tender. I bit into it and maybe that's where it comes from.
Oh, see, like good old fucking catfish. Whew. I could eat that shit all day long. Crappie, you can eat crappie all day. Eat bass all day.
Did you say you eat ass all day?
Bass.
Oh, close enough.
I'm not numb nuts.
All day, air day.
I think he probably would. He's like, is that another booty hole? You forgot to wipe. Oh well.
No, I think the one that was from West Virginia probably would have gotten away with that. If she asked him to, he probably would have done it. Wiped or not wiped.
Dude, she'd be like, hey, will you eat my ass? He was like, yeah, sure. I haven't wiped in 4 days. Oh, and
I'm game.
I don't see a problem here.
It's seasoned.
Just imagine it like a cast iron skillet. It's seasoned.
God.
Don't wash it, it ruins the flavor.
What's up, Terry? How are you? Oh my God.
He goes to a fire. But we're going to have to ask you to leave this scene. But why? There's a hot girl here. Yeah, well, you smell like shit. Pretty much. To be honest. I used mouthwash.
Boy, we're gonna need you to stop talking. Why? Your breath smells like shit. 4-day-old shit to be exact.
You need to put your mask on.
Hey, you got something there like above your lip. What, you been eating chocolate donuts? You can say that.
Previously eaten chocolate donuts, yes.
It might have been. I don't know what you had for breakfast the other day.
Between West Virginia and...
What the hell did you say?
Between West Virginia and no tits.
Good old 2x4.
Those were the good days. Worst part, dumbass could have had a fucking... Probably could have been married by now to an amazing fucking woman.
Yeah, you're giving him too much credit there. Jesus.
I don't know. She had a thing for him. I think she
yeah, but then couldn't know him.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I said.
Your hot ass
stupid.
after a couple months.
Like, guys, this ain't fun. Why not? Because she don't have a boyfriend. You are her boyfriend. I know. But I don't like girls unless they have boyfriends.
This don't work for me. Why? She's too easy to get.
Have you had sex with her? No. She said we have to wait until marriage.
There's so many problems in our relationship. What are they? Well, she lives too close. She's not into octopuses. She doesn't have a boyfriend. She's not crazy.
She don't believe in sex
And that's
until
just
marriage.
the surface.
So that means I can't eat her booty. That was the breaker.
No,
right
that's on the table. That's on the table for Christians.
You know, I still see. It comes back to another question that needs to be answered. I didn't know what in the fucking world made the first person ever look at a butthole like that. I'm like, you know what? I understand shit comes out of it, but I feel like I need to put my tongue in it. And then somebody else had to watch, like, that's not a bad idea. What also makes it worse is somebody actually had to be okay with it, too.
Yeah, so someone had to be okay with it. Someone had to have the want to do it. Yeah. And then they had to be, like, proud enough to tell someone about it. that they did it, and that person had to be like
dumb enough to believe it,
yeah,
and try it.
Accepted it and tried it, and then just spread it from there.
I mean, could you imagine? Like, imagine it like 900 BC. Can I lick your butthole? What? What? Yeah, you know, you bent over, your booty hole puckered towards me. I thought it was blowing me a kiss, so I blew one back. And I'm in love. And I need to make out with it. I guess you can do that? What do I do? Do I bend over? Do I stand up? I don't know. I've never made out with a butthole. Well, I hate raw fish because that's all we can afford at this time period of our life. And medicine hasn't been created yet. I have diarrhea. And then
there's people out there into that too, which is even further disgusting.
And then the worst part is, you know, that person's like, oh, this looks yummy, and like, that's how chocolate milk got started.
This conversation got shitty real quick.
Literally.
Widowy.
Yeah, I like suggestions. You need to do this, and you need to do that. You need to make this channel for that.
Hey, he had a whole list.
Yeah.
But, he was starting shit with people in the FS91 room. And then he comments on my on one of my videos, wanting to know if he was banned. And I told him, yeah, you called someone a lard ass. And he's like, well, we ended the argument shortly after. I was like, him ignoring you is not ending the argument. I told him, I said, somebody said that you were banned from another Discord for leaking. Leaking what? I'd love to hear this. And I was like,
I wonder who that sounds like. You heard that? Where's the proof?
Yeah,
bitch,
the guy who said it is in that roleplay group, so I would imagine he's being fairly honest about it. Because if you're banned from there, you can't get in the roleplay group. So I told him, I was like, were you not banned from Medic's Discord? Who's Medic? And what did I supposedly leak? I said, I have it from a very reliable source that you were banned from Medic's Discord. And in parentheses, I put GTA 5 modder for leaking mods. And he hasn't said anything since, so.
Busted.
Busted.
Yeah, that sounds like somebody else when you call them out on the shirt. Prove it, bitch. Then you prove it, and then they get quiet.
The proof is in the pudding. There's pudding?
There's like 7 streams where you say this. Where, bitch?
Oh, we're talking about Brandon? Mr. I don't play scary games, but we'll play Lethal Company because someone bought it for him, but he won't play it with us? Bitch.
Well, for one, who in the fuck would buy it? He ain't got no friends except you and PJs.
He said his friends bought it for him and made him play it.
Yeah, he ain't got no friends. He may have it, but how many times have you tried buying him games? Oh, I don't like that game, and then he's turning around playing it like a week later.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure PJ's offered to buy it for him because PJ's wanted us all to play Lethal Company. Me and him were the only two that played it.
I don't think I've ever even heard of it.
A lot of YouTubers are doing it. It was fun, but I don't foresee it. We did like 2 games and then we ended up returning it because I think you need a bigger group of people. Like Speedy was playing with like 5 people and they were able to explore further. We'd get into the building and within like 5 minutes we're both dead. So it was fun the first couple games and then it just got to be like, oh, this is getting repetitively doing absolutely nothing, so gave it up.
I downloaded that freaking Paranormal Investigator game, the demo for it, but I haven't played it yet. I need to.
I have a crime scene game I need to try out and see if it's any good.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
There was that multiplayer one. I hope it comes out. It's like kind of like Phasmophobia, but instead you solve crimes. I think that'd be dope.
Is that the one we talked about the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that on my wish list.
I feel like that would be pretty fun.
Dude,
as long as we play at PJ's before 10 o'clock, because I feel like after 10 o'clock, he'll be useless.
Yeah. Like, Arrow 401 pops up in his head.
I think Colonel Mustard did it in the living room with the syringe. We're not playing Clue. Oh. My bad.
Oh, see here. Meow. PJ's, what are you doing? I found a toy car on the ground. I'm playing NASCAR.
There's a Jeff Gordon car over here on the floor. This has to be a Clue.
Jimmy Bob just crashed into the wall. Fucking modified cars.
Guys, it was 100% an accident. She slipped on this Hot Wheels car over here and fell and hit her head on the table. She was shot in the forehead. Oh, my bad.
Oh, PJs. Yeah, so speaking of scary games and shit like that, dude, I tried watching like a newer episode of Ghost Adventures, and you talk about like it is so fucking fake anymore.
Yeah.
Horribly fake.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? We went from just the three of us, no big production company. So now they have like 6 sound guys, like 4 producers, like 7 camera people.
Oh, the only one they had because I mean they've always had Billy there when it was just supposed to be Nick, Aaron, and Zach. So Billy was always a part of it. They've always had a crew of people with them. I think the only one that they didn't actually have an actual like crew was the documentary that they did that got them all started when it was just the 3 of them investigating that hotel. The rest of it, it's all this huge production.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like you see them walking down the road, they make it seem like it's like Aaron or Billy that's filming those things, but you see them walking down the road filming like the introductions, and you have like 7 people walking with them. Your camera guy, your mic guy, and everything. So they've always had this big production. It's just, I think they're not hiding it as well.
Oh no, and like I'm sorry, I'm not a Billy and Jay fan. Like,
the only one I like is Aaron.
Like they either like each episode they're different. They're either like the biggest fucking like straight up douchebag ever, like they think they're tough shit or something, and then the very next episode they're literally crying the whole fucking episode. Basically Zach.
Yeah, because that's what sells.
Yeah. And it kills me because all these people's like, oh my god, what'd I do for him? It's like, he's the biggest little pussy-ass bitch ever. What do you mean? I said, one minute he's acting like Barney Badass, and then like 2 seconds later, he's shivering in the fetal position, crying his ass off. But like, the crazy thing is like, if you actually really watch it, like some of these voices and shit they hear, you can tell it's somebody recording of somebody talking.
Where's my little red pickup?
And a lot of it I know is fake because I wonder if I can still find it. Somebody posted, because they're always like, well, if you look at this angle, there's no shadow. If ever somebody there would have been a shadow. Well, somehow or another, somebody got hold of a clip where they actually showed a clip or an angle from
Oh
another
yeah,
side.
I've seen this. Yeah.
And you could actually see somebody pushing the ball out onto the floor.
Well, oh no,
And, like,
not that one then.
Oh yeah, like there was one like, you know, because they always walk by the toy and they're like, this toy just fucking moved. It just, and look, there's the AC's off. Well, they showed like somebody like basically crawling up to the ball and like tapping it off the counter.
I seen the one where they claim they captured a shadow figure, but it's just it's the shadow off of Aaron's camera, so what you're seeing is Zach and his movements, but it's not, it's thrown off to the side because Aaron was off to the side, and they're claiming that it was a shadow figure.
I still think the best thing ever is when they did that fucking the old electric dam in Tennessee. And they're like, oh yeah, this is 100% proven facts of you know, ghosts and shit like this. And then the proper people went like a year later. They're like, yeah, this was on the show Ghost Adventures. Like, yeah. It's like, yeah, Zach supposedly claimed a ghost was moving these flaps. Well, is it? No, it literally goes outside. It's just the wind pushing it. And because it was fun, like, I'm guessing Zach and them must have pissed this dude off because he was like calling out on all their bullshit that they supposedly found. They're like, yeah, they claim this was, you know, Ghost 2. Is it? No. Here's the reason why it's doing it. And see, like I told a buddy of mine, I called him out because my buddy's a big Ghost Adventures fan. I was like, dude, the show's like 100% fake. He's like, what do you mean? I said, do you remember the episode where they went to Atchison, Kansas, which is like 20 miles down the road from here? He's like, yeah, he went to Sally's house. I was like, that's not the real Sally house. Because the real Sally house is just outside of the city limits, and it's on a big old hill out in the country.
Yeah, but then I love the top rated. They don't even have. I still think the coolest piece of evidence I've seen was from Ghost Hunters when they had that thing set up in the kitchen and it was filming out in the hallway, and you actually see a full manifestation appear, like a person just appear out of thin air and walk through a wall. Like that was that to me was cooler than anything Ghost Adventures has ever caught.
Oh yeah. Well, then I love the, like, you know, they were trying to always like, oh, we got proof of this, this, and this. But then they went and did that house, what it was, up in Seattle, where that dude's like, yeah, like they burned the Bible and then they wrote like 666 in my office. Now that one was kind of funny because Zach's like, did you ever? He goes, you're just renting, aren't you? Yeah. He goes, did you ever think about leaving? No. And that's when, like, he's in the kitchen and that dude's wife walks up next to him and scares the shit out of Zach.
Yeah, the last one I watched because I'll put it on in background noise when I'm sitting here working on something. Because we have Max, I just pull it up and have it on background noise. And the last one, they were like being all bad. It's like, this place is haunted. And blah blah blah, and then he's like, "We're gonna try some olives," and they actually have like a 5-minute segment where they're just sitting there eating olives.
Yeah, he's like, "These are good olives. There's nothing better than just a good old olive."
It's like, did they pay you like a sponsorship for this? What? It's a 5-minute segment of just eating olives.
He eats the whole fucking jar. He goes, "Oh, by the way, this is not a paid sponsor. I just really like olives."
Good guy. Yeah, not to mention he has the haunted mansion or the haunted
His
museum.
museum, yeah.
But it's full of shit. Like he just like he's got a bunch of like Ghostbusters props in there. They ain't haunted. He's like, I just like these, so I figured I'd
like,
include them.
Yeah, the fucking the doll from the Annabelle series. Yeah, that dude. I like the Valentine special where he's like fucking trying to hit on a ghost, and then he's like out there wrote that poem. And he's out there like reading the poem. Aaron walks out and he slips and busts his ass on ice.
He likes to bring up that fact that he got to what did he say, third base with the ghost?
Yeah.
So with the one prostitute, the ghost of the prostitute or whatever.
Yes.
I'm the only one that's gotten that far with a ghost here, so you know, like, you're awful proud of that. That tells me he's a virgin.
And then what's even better is he goes to that one where all the like people he investigated, they were like, yeah, like I was just laying there and like I felt a hand going up down my pants and my wife wasn't in there. And then like I could feel like excitement going on. And he's like, oh yeah, like that's great. Then he lays in the same bed and nothing happens the whole fucking time. I was like, damn, he even got rejected by a ghost.
He hears a ghost likes to touch me down there. He's like, this is the room I'm investigating. Oh, what? People die in this room? Aaron, this is yours.
Yeah.
Aaron's like, what?
But yeah, like I mean, like I said, I watched it and it cracks me up just how fucking like they don't even hide the fact it's so staged anymore. Cause like they were doing like some, and like a voice came over. It wasn't even voice. It was like a and then for like 5 minutes, just Jay, Billy, and Aaron goes, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Zach, oh my god, Zach, oh my god, Zach. Did you hear that? And it's like, no, who could hear when you guys are just like literally bragging about a sound? Like no voice, just a sound.
Yeah, it's like what was that one? They overhyped it so much. It was just like they were doing a costume shop or something like that. And,
Yes.
And something fell off the peg hook, and he's like, "No one was down that aisle." I'm like, as someone who's worked in retail before, that's not uncommon to have something fall off a peg hook, especially if it's overstuffed. That happens all the time. A light breeze could have knocked it off. Like,
oh, according to them, there's no wind blowing in any of these buildings.
yeah, it's just like the one guy was in the next aisle and he heard it, and I was like, he very well could have provided just enough vibration because it was like I think it was like a cardboard, or like it was a bow and arrow on a cardboard. And it was sitting on a peg hook like that. There's too many on that peg hook. Him walking by the next aisle could make it fall down. And they're like, that's proof that there's poltergeist activity here.
Yeah,
like,
see,
no, not really.
I miss the old days when like Aaron was on there, and then like they always brought in what was his name? The older gentleman that like created all those gadgets they were using.
Shit, what's his name?
I
Created
can't remember.
Melmeter.
Yeah, and then once they started getting like more staged, they like straight up kicked him off and found somebody else that created all these gadgets.
I always want one of those Melmeters. They're so expensive though. You're talking like $300 for one.
But yeah, no, going back, I do think Zach's like a sexual predator because, like, if you ever notice when he's doing interviews and like somebody's like, yeah, that ghost like, you know, groped my ass.
Missouri's like the third one.
They rode my boob, and he's like, oh, did you like that? I mean, you know, for the sake of investigation.
Because something's coming out Isn't there 2 more states before Missouri? I think. Or it might be 1.
Nebraska and Arkansas.
Oh, there you go. Nebraska and Arkansas. I was like, that. No, there's got to be more coming out before Missouri.
Yeah, Nebraska will be next, then Arkansas, then Missouri. It's going to take them a while to create that many needles and meth pipes and crackheads.
That shouldn't be hard. They can build meth labs off the stuff they already have in game.
Well, you know, you gotta get the setting right, and you know, you gotta have the STD women walking around. That's what's funny, you know. They talked about
what's a new feature coming with Missouri? Lot lizards.
Well, what's funny is like, I don't know if you ever heard, like, there was a group of kids in like Britain that created glow in the dark condoms that glow when they come in contact with STDs.
Now it's gonna be like the Northern Lights in your town.
Somebody's like, "Hey, they should sell those at St. Joe." I was like, "No." They're like, "Why? Wouldn't you want to know?" I was like, "Well, yeah. I mean, it's nice to know, but holy shit, you could see St. Joe from outer space. Like, you wouldn't be able to sleep because this town would be so fucking lit up."
People on the International Space Station. Alright. Prepare your shades. We're passing over Missouri. It's just like a bright white light shining
like,
in the middle.
It's like so bright it acts like an X-ray. There's astronauts in there's like, "Hey, that figure looks familiar. Is that my wife? The fuck?" I think it'd be cool, like, you come to St. Joe and, like, Jesse James pops out of his house and tries to rob you.
The bike builder?
Oh, the outlaw.
He's not alive.
No, as like a prop.
Oh. Like, I didn't know the bike builder lived in Missouri.
I mean, it's fitting. Have you seen the women he was with?
True.
Yeah. Very fitting. But no, like, you drive by and, like, you hit a little sensor and Jesse James just pops out of his house and just shoots you.
Completely lost on ATS. Kansas just came out, and then they're gonna do Nebraska, and then Arkansas, and then Missouri. Still no word on the Dakotas. I think the Dakotas would be cool to drive through. Ooh, excuse me. Well, they probably have less.
What would be cool is then, like, you go down to the Ozarks on Missouri, and John Goodman's just sitting there waving to everybody.
Dude, I've been hooked on the Righteous Gemstones with him in it.
Oh, he's one of my favorite actors.
He's so good playing the billionaire preacher type.
Is that the one where, like, aren't they, like, embezzling money or something like that?
They're a family of the basically the stereotypical preacher, the big preacher, like what was his name?
Osborne.
I don't know. Anyway, they do all kinds of shady shit, but yet they're seen as holy people or whatever. It's got Danny McBride in it, so you know it's just completely beyond effed up.
Yeah, we got one. We got one of them kind of churches, the mega churches.
Yeah. Mega church. There you go.
Yeah, we got one of them. And what cracks me up, people's like, no, that's what Jesus wanted. I was like, I not that I've read the Bible many times, but I have read it a few times, and I don't remember anywhere in the Bible where it says you have to give the church 75% of your paycheck, every paycheck. And it was funny, a buddy of mine that said, he's like, yeah, I went to school with Brian Zahn, who's the pastor. He goes, yeah, I went to school with that prick. He was a scam artist back in high school. I was like, oh yeah? He goes, yeah, he used to shove him in his fucking locker all the time. Guess who's going to hell first?
Yeah, like in the TV show, they made $3 million in donations on Easter Day alone. I was like, and they're getting that number from somewhere. That's not
well
unheard of.
There's Brian Zahn, the pastor of Word of Life Church. He lives in a $5.5 million mansion, has a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, 2 helicopters, and 2 jets. And it cracks me up because all the people at the church are like, Jesus wants him to have that. Really? Because when Jesus was alive, there was none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
When Jesus says he wants his people to be rich, he meant in love, not money.
So it says religion is so... That's why I don't go to church. Like, the church I was going to when I was a kid, shortly after we stopped going, a new preacher came in. They bought him a brand new double wide to put it out there next to the church. They bought him a brand new car, and 2 months after they bought him the car, they found out he was having an affair with one of the married women in the church, and he ended up leaving the church after that. Took the car with him, and like everything that was in the double wide, like all the TV and furniture and all that. He took all that with him. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is why everybody here is fake. I have no desire to sit in these pews with you dumbasses.
Well, like, what kills me is, how many people, like, they just give their money to him. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, if in order to join the church that you have to give them your bank account information, that should be a red flag.
That's the problem. These people prey on the stupid. Don't get me wrong. There's probably churches out there that do good, but most of them now it's all about making money.
Well, see, like
it's just
the last church I went to was one my family's gone to forever. But when I stopped going, of course, I stopped going because of sports. I was playing sports and just couldn't go to church. But that one was actually kind of fun because our preacher was actually used to be a professional comedian. So, I mean, he made it fun.
For me, it was like my Sunday school teacher is an alcoholic, so he come in Sunday morning, and he was hungover as shit, and we didn't know at the time because it was too young. But getting older and hear more stories, it's like everybody in that church was like they do whatever the hell they wanted 6 days a week, and they thought everything was okay. Like my mother, my grandmother thought it was all okay simply because they went and sat in a church pew on Sunday morning. It was like hypocrites. Every single one of you are hypocrites. This is why I don't want to be around any church people. And there's no, when I'm saying that, don't get me wrong, there are good people out there that do go to church, and more power to them, but anymore it's full of just like scumbags. Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-da-dum-ba-dum-bum. Yee! Get out of there, you stupid veil. There we go. Swing her back. There we go. I think I missed a couple down here. But we pick all those up so Tony can plow this one too. Your name, you follow JT of the Church of JT. Can you imagine JT being a pastor? You would never go to a church on Sunday because he'd be too busy watching Kansas City play.
Since you've been gone.
What's up, Steve? How you doing tonight, man?
Oh.
Since you've been gone. Have you heard her version of ABCFU? ABCDEFU?
Who?
Kelly Clarkson's the one that sung Since You've Been Gone, didn't she?
Oh, the original Since You've Been Gone's from the 70s. It's
Oh.
not that song, but...
goes, she's talking about her ex-husband, A, B, C, E, F, U, and your dad, and the fact that you got half. It's like, god damn.
Yeah, her. What's crazy is that's Reba's son.
Son-in-law. Not her actual son. It's her ex-husband's son.
Her widow.
F you and your dad and the fact that you got half in your house with the view that I bought you. I'm like, god damn.
Yeah, Reba's even pissed. And that's one of the reasons, because that was Blake Shelton's manager. And Blake dropped him.
I've always said Reba was a bitch, so. Ever since she got nasty with my uncle.
I feel like
We got to see some NSS history tonight. Nice.
Like,
What'd you do?
Fuck Delaware people.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
She's like, isn't Delaware like a town in New Jersey?
Probably. I still think it's hilarious. Did you ever see the interview with Reba where they're talking about how she contacts Dolly Parton and then Miley Cyrus confirmed it that Dolly Parton doesn't have a phone and doesn't do email or anything. The only way you can contact Dolly Parton is through fax. So that's the only way to contact her. They said like Miley Cyrus said she can get a hold of her if like someone she knows it's with her, they'll call. She has to call them and be like, put Dolly on the phone, because Dolly does not have a phone. I'm like, God, that must be amazing.
Dolly, man, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And nobody's really going to bat an eye, because I mean, you're fucking Dolly Parton. Which, speaking of people doing stuff, did you see fucking Snoop Dogg's going to be a commentator for the Olympics?
No, what?
Yeah. Yeah, straight up legitness. Yes, I don't think they've even announced what he's actually commentating on. Yeah, he's going to be a sports commentator for the Olympics in Paris.
Dude gets so high, like he gets bored with doing shit, and he's just like, you know what? That sounds like it'd be cool, and he just does it. A cooking show amongst to it? Hell yeah, let's do it.
Well, I don't think it's so much that. I think like so many people want him to do it. Like, you know, when he started doing commentary on those animal videos, and people fucking loved it.
Well, he did something with Kevin Hart where they were doing like a Olympic recap show or something, didn't he?
I don't know if it was Olympic recap, but him and Kevin had a show where like they were watching clips of videos and stuff like that. Because that's how they found out about the Island Boys, and they were making fun of the Island Boys.
Because he pranked Kevin Hart. He was like, I was up all night reading my binder about the Olympics. And he goes, binder about the Olympics? What are you talking about? I ain't get no binder about the Olympics. And they're like, we're going live. He goes, wait, I didn't get a binder. And Snoop's just laughing his ass off.
Dude, I fucking love Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's my dude.
Oh, I love how people got butthurt that he trolled them. Like, because he did the whole thing, I'm going smokeless. And everybody thought he was actually giving up pot. I was like, do you really think Snoop Dogg is going to give up pot? Really?
Well,
really?
Dude,
and then he's like, I'm making a smokeless grill. It's like, did you butthurt shit-tards really think?
I mean, the thing is, like, what people don't know is he actually has his own brand of weed.
Yeah.
And it's actually one of the highest. Well, no, like, I mean, like, he has a factory that sells it across America where it's legal. And it's actually one of the highest selling weeds out there.
Jim Belushi's got his own weed farm.
He's got a show about it, too.
Yeah, but I watched it thinking it was like a legit thing. I'm pretty sure the show is completely scripted.
Well, I haven't watched it yet. I just see it pop up all the time on Discovery Plus.
I'm a Jim Belushi fan, so I gave it a shot. And I think we watched the first episode. And I was like, seems ridiculous.
I was a John Belushi fan. Then I started liking Jim.
I watched According to Jim growing up.
Oh yeah, I fucking love that show.
Yeah, Larry Joe Campbell. Yeah, I think is his name.
Uh-huh.
The one that played Andy. Oh, he was like the best part of the show.
Yeah, he was good, but I like Jim too.
Oh, Andy was, and Andy even shows up on that Growing Belushi. They're actually like real friends.
Uh-huh.
Like he.
Well, that's how he got on Jim's. According to Jim, that's how he got on there. Is he said, I will do the show under one circumstance. They said, what? He goes, I want my friend to be on this show too. And it just so happens it worked out great chemistry.
Yeah, those that whole casting was on par.
Dude, I miss Rodney.
Oh yeah, I can't find it anywhere either because I want to watch it again. I've never watched it all the way through.
That's basically how John Reap got his shot to fame.
Oh, I love John Reap. I wish he did more stand up, or he was like more popular and had more stand up specials, I should say.
Yeah.
But didn't he play like the cop on the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is odd because he's always making fun of retarded cops on it. His stand-up. Because he talked, that was part of it because he talked about his dad was a cop. He was talking about his dad firing a gun off in the bedroom. His mom was pissed.
I still love the one that we did where he was talking about how his dad would, when he'd go to work on the pool or whatever, he would have them hold the other end of the hose. And him and his brother thought it was hilarious to put their finger over the hole. And he's like, Daddy would always come up cussing. You idiots.
One of my other favorite shows was Titus.
I don't remember that one.
Christopher Titus.
Uh-uh.
Oh my god. See if you get her pull up clips. That show was fucking hilarious.
I know he's a stand-up comedian. Kind of looks like a cracked out Jim Carrey, doesn't he? With red hair.
Curly red hair, but people look. A lot of people get confused. Like he looks like he'd be on the movie Grease. Cause these guys are like that 50 greaser style look.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that dude's fucking hilarious.
Oh, I'm tired. I got to sleep in today. Was Matt Rife talking about the woman that tried to cancel him on Twitter? Was that part of his special? Because I come across a TikTok. It looked like it was like a professionally shot. It wasn't just like on a phone. He was talking about how a chick was running her mouth to him on Twitter. So he finally snapped back at her, and then she tried to get him canceled. He's like, bitch, you can't cancel me. I'm not your gym membership.
I don't know, but I watched the clip the other day because you remember the MILF that he was fucking with in Iowa?
Yeah.
The one with the squeaky boob?
Yeah.
Well, he played somewhere else and she showed back up. And, of course, she gave him the phone again and he talked to her daughter again. Good bitch.
Oh man,
It must be snowing outside.
it's cold enough. I really wish it just figure out what the hell it wants to do.
It's finally figuring out here because starting next week we're supposed to get a big ass fucking snowstorm, and then by the end of the week our high is supposed to be single digits finally.
Well, just a couple days ago, I was walking around in a freaking t-shirt outside, and I was fine. Now it's in the 20s. They were supposed to, I think it was supposed to get snow this weekend. They got that big snowstorm coming up northeast, and we were supposed to get some of it. And it was supposed to be rain, but in the 20s, that definitely be snow if it hits.
Well, as of right now, Monday night going into Tuesday, of course, every time they build a storm up this big, we get like a dusting, but according to them right now, we're looking at 14 to 16 inches of snow.
That's 12 to 14 inches more than you usually have to work with.
That was like literally the dumbest joke ever.
No, that was good. I don't care what you say.
That was horrible. That was just horrible.
That was good. I don't care who you are.
I feel like Funny could make a better joke than that.
It wouldn't be funny though.
No, he's just special.
Oh, no, that's it. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, and it's saying it's going to be in the high of 50s. And then we're supposed to dip down to the 40s and back up to 60s. Then back down to the 40s. It's like, make up your goddamn mind.
Yeah, that's kind of how we've been doing all so far. But I gotta go to work.
Have fun.
Oh, what's the plans for tomorrow?
It's going to be an early stream for me, so.
Just hit me up. I'll be around.
Roger that. I might try to finish my ATS stuff, because I haven't done that yet.
Ah, fuck ATS.
No, fuck you.
I want to get excited like when I come out with a new state, then I get bored with it real fast.
Yeah, and like the whole Wonderland thing was cool for like the first 2 runs, and then it's just kind of like meh.
Or you don't go very far, and like, you know, the trailers used to be pretty badass when you did Christmas.
Yeah.
These trailers are like, they're just plain Jane trailers.
It was neat to go in a different area, but it's kind of meh.
But see, that shit pissed me off. How are you going to create like a snow-covered roads, and it even has the effect of snow, because like you go a little too fast, you'll slide past your intersection. You can make a map for that, but you can't put that into the regular game.
I think that's them beta testing it. I think that might be a new thing coming soon.
I mean, it would be cool if they would actually do that. Like, that'd make it a little bit fun.
I think that this is like the initial run to see if it piques anyone's interest, if it's something that people would enjoy. If enough people enjoy it, that might be a upcoming feature here soon. I would imagine they have to take them going back through all the maps and adding snow to it, so it could be a while before we actually get it. But I mean, they're redoing California again, so that might be a...
Well, yeah, I mean, fuck, they've redone California, what, like 12 times now?
Yeah, so that might be something that they add in the future. Well, be nice.
Yeah. But, alright, like I said, I'll be around tomorrow.
Alright, hanging in.
Yeah.
The local news stated last night that we could have significant snow amounts here in part of Ohio today. They start like a huge rain event. Yay, considering it's in the 40s. Yeah. That's how we are. I mean, if it would snow like right now, I mean, we would get. It was cold all day today too, so I'm pretty sure if it were to, we would have precipitation tonight. It would be snowing. It would actually stick. But they're saying it's gonna be in the 50s tomorrow, so it's gonna be rain, and it ain't gonna stick even if it does change the snow. I really wish the freaking weather would just make up its damn mind. Like I said, I don't mind the cold. So if it just wants to stay cold, that's fine. But stop going warm, cold, warm, cold, warm, cold, warm, cold. Like, tired of this shit. Tired of opening my door, going outside, never knowing if I need to ditch the jacket, put on the jacket, or get a heavy coat. Like, it's getting ridiculous. I seriously, like a couple days ago, walking around just t-shirt. Tonight I took trash out, thought I was going to break out my Carhartt. Ooh. Boy. Alright, I need a drink. I'll be right back. I'm back. Maybe we just get and do every other row. This is gonna be easier. Instead of having to back up and everything, we just do every other row. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Oh! The bell disappeared! I have performed a magic trick. Oh boy. Whip it. Whip it good. Luckily, I think these are the only fields we have to bale. Well, though, I don't know if we'll bale. I mean, I guess we should probably fill up our thing there. So maybe we will bale them until we fill it up. I'm pretty sure we have to put some in production. Oh, that's the wrong button. Total mix rations. Yeah, we gotta fill that up too. So maybe we'll take this next load over there. I'll probably have to take a couple wagon loads over there actually. Fill that up and fill up our little overhang thing there. And then we can, I guess we can either sell it or we can just not or disable the straw swath. I guess I could also be over there. Well, after I finish baling, hopefully it only takes me a few more minutes to bale. Go over there and finish PJ's thing so we can fast forward time and harvest that field. I think he's got a... He's in the middle of mulching over here. I think that's what he was doing. I don't know. I think he was mulching, not spraying. Yeah, mulching. Oh, he's only done that. Oh, okay. So he's got a lot more of that to do. I thought he was almost finished. No, he's... this guy. That's right, because he didn't... I streamed early last week, so he didn't participate last week. Ba-dum-bum-bum. I need music, but I can't listen to music anymore. 'Cause everything gets copyright clean, 'cause YouTube is a freaking wasteland. I guess I'm gonna take a day and just go through YouTube's audio library and find a bunch that I can stand and throw them in a playlist. It used to be, if it was a cover, it was copyright free. But now, not anymore. Not anymore. What's up, Sean? How are you, sir? Ooh, excuse me. Kind of wish we had like we were harvesting or something. I just hired a help to do it. That way I could be working on the Duggan Hills pack. I've gotten 2 trucks done in 2 days. I have less trucks on my to-do list than I do or on my complete list. I'm at 6 trucks of 11 done. I just need I have my chief, my utility, my medic, my tower, and engine 4 left. And then I have to do the trailer, which I'm not counting in because I'm just reskinning the trailer. I'm contemplating hopping on FS. I'm in between soybean season waiting for them to grow. What do you think I should do to pass time? Bad animals for like hobby farming type of thing? I mean, it's up to you. Whatever you enjoy, man. I don't do the season stuff simply because it's too complicated for me, so I just harvest and plant whatever whenever. It's a game. I don't want to be super strict about it. But it's kind of like whatever you do. And that's the beauty of Farm Sim. You can literally do whatever you feel like doing. So, whatever floats your boat. I really need to get stuff going for pigs. I want to do pigs. I've never done them. I want to do them. We have that slaughterhouse in. I just don't have enough money to put the building. Then I don't have enough. Once I do have enough to buy the building, I won't have enough to put pigs in it. So. I'm giving up on grape. Too many work. Too much work in FS for them. They're not that bad, actually, to be honest. The only thing I hate is the, I don't mind the mulching part. It's the fertilizing part I can't stand. Which I still have yet to test it. I think I might do that for next week. Putting the helicopter in and seeing the helicopter will fertilize the grapes. Because if so, I'll fertilize them. No problem. Just to have a freaking helicopter in the servers flying around. You have a helicopter mod? That's freaking sweet. Yeah, I did a mod spotlight on it. It's a sprayer, a sprayer helicopter, so you can fly and it actually fertilizes your crops. They even I haven't found it yet, but I've seen other people with it. They have a platform where you can land and refill. It's like a gooseneck trailer. I thought I had it, but apparently I don't. I think that's awesome. Alright, let's bust the UV here. And we'll do the rows we missed. Tony is chugging along, man. Look at him go. So the fire department on the Griffinian map on console. My fleet consists of 2 TLX 1982 engines. What? 1 TLX 1982 Command, Elizabeth Maverick. 3 times for my wildland medical unit. What? What? I have a fire department in FS17 called Duggan Hills, which currently consists of the finished lineup is a 2002 International CV brush truck, a 1996 Pierce Lance rescue pumper, a 2014 Thutphen Monarch rescue pumper, a 2018 or 2016 Thutphen Monarch tanker, engine tanker, a 2024 Pierce Enforcer engine, And a 2006 American LaFrance engine tanker. I think that's it. Did I name 6? Brushed engine, tanker, engine, rescue, engine. Yeah, I named them all. Okay. Currently working on a 2019 Silverado 1500 for the command vehicle, a 2022 Chevy 2500 for the utility, a 2011 Chevy 3500 with a rescue bed on it for a medic unit, and then I have to finish the engine 4, which is going to be a 2022. Yeah, 2022. Freightliner is at 108 SD engine, and then my 1996, is it 94 or 96 Pierce Lance Tower ladder. Tony's silent but deadly type of gamer. He doesn't say much, but he kills it by working hard and getting shit done. Yeah, that's Tony. He's the silent workhorse of the American LaFrance. Yeah, it's I gotta say it's, I don't know. I think it might be my second favorite in the lineup. That Freightliner is gonna be my first when it's completed. Oh man. Even the Sutphen tanker I just finished is gonna be pretty dope. Or it's pretty dope. But I think yeah, American LaFrance is pretty nice. Just wish we had a better model for it. Just a bunch of mods I found. Fire department roleplay. Ah, I see. That's a lot of bales. Holy crap, that's a lot of bales. Just just looking. Holy hell. I hope it's not causing too much lag. The only thing I've worked on was removing the fence around the grass from the map. You removed the grass or the fence? Are you meaning GE? Yeah, I don't think this is removable. Oh damn, you cut down the trees, didn't you? Holy shit. Like I said, if it's not done, if it's something I either do in GE or in the XML, I'll do that when we have to switch everything over. And hopefully, hope and pray it doesn't have to do, doesn't need like a fresh save to do it. We'll do an update when I have, because I'm gonna start hosting the server on my server PC. I just gotta buy a freaking copy of FarmSim for that. And when I do that, I'll update mods. I'm not touching anything until then. That's gonna be a pain in the rear. I'll have to upload each individual mod all over again. Completely fresh start. But I'm sure the server will run smoother, because I'm pretty sure the server PC is a little bit more powerful than whatever they're hosting it off of. No offense in their auto, it's just those things are notorious for not being the greatest of things. This game pissed me off. Ghosts and Goblins for NES. It's so freaking difficult. Never heard of it. I'm half tempted to break out. I don't even know if I have the stuff to hook it up to the TV anymore. My NES. And play some old school games. Oh, that fence? Is it, if it's not in GE, it means it's placed probably in the XML. And it has to be deleted out of the XML. It's the only thing I can think of. If it's not actually in the i3D file. God, It's hitting spot tonight for some reason. It don't show in GE, it won't delete in game. So yeah, it's probably something you have to delete in the XML file. The time in the row I'm dying at the same spot in the game. Seriously, I'm going to take a dump on this game and try to bury it in the backyard. Jeez. Excuse me. Makes me curious how many games are covered in feces in your backyard, sir. That takes care of that. If I get close enough, will it suck the bale out of here? No, okay. I was trying. Alright. See, but this fence I don't really mind all that much because it is like there's plenty of room between it and the field. So I don't feel like it's a one that has to go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. I know I'm picking everything up. I'm just cruising at this point. I definitely missed that one, yeah. Oh man, the other night I had 3 deer run out in front of me. They came out of apartment complex, ran across the. I think it was the fire alarm that scared me because the fire alarm went off like right before it happened. But yeah, 3 deer ran right out in front of me. I had to slam on my brakes. It's like, why were they coming out of the apartment complex? Which I'm confused about. Because on the other side of the apartment complex, there's like, I think that's right about where the shopping center is. Like, if I'm not mistaken, that might be. It might be a field, actually. No, I think it's houses and there's a shopping complex. I don't know. I need to look that up on Google Maps because they literally come right out of the freaking apartment complex. Oh, did Brandon give up on Lethal Company already? Come on, pick up the barrels. Pick up the barrels. I missed that one over there too. Pick up the bale. Pick up the bale. There we go. Jesus, Pete. PJ's gonna be so pissed when he finds out Brandon played Lethal Company. He's gonna be like, he might just cuss Brandon out. Cause I'm pretty sure PJ's offered to buy him that game, and I said something about, oh, that's not a Brandon game because it's got jump scares in it. I don't like to be scared, bitch. Especially after the weekend he's having this weekend. Oh, I kind of wish he was here right now, just so he could rage on Brandon. I might do some... I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow night. I kind of really want to play some Ready or Not, but it doesn't seem like the group's ever going to have... They do have a single player option. Been waiting for a couple weeks now to do some multiplayer. Alright, now we take these up to the feed mixer. Tony's bread and lime? Oh, this one doesn't take... I forgot, this one has to go in... It's my bad, my bad, my bad. I forgot this thing didn't take whole bales. I don't know. The storage would probably show the bales in that solid storage. It probably won't show loose bale or loose straw. Hay, straw, not hay. This game, I died like 15 times in a level. Finally beat it. Next level, I'm untouched by sheer luck. I have 4 different helicopters on the FS. Whoa. Blackhawk. Yeah, they have a bunch of helicopters in previous versions. I don't know how many are in 22, but I know 19 had a bunch of them. I think 17 had a bunch of helicopters as well. That's a lot of bales. Storage is already full? What? But it's got so much more room. That literally doesn't make any sense. Guess the rest of this will go over here. We just gotta take it slow so it doesn't all fall off our dang wagon. Okay, yeah, just launch in the air. That's cool too. Toss it. Toss it. And toss it. You got the same ones? It probably are. Probably are. I just didn't play with many. I think the only one I really ever played with was the Medevac one. Look at this. That's like getting a 10-piece nugget in a 20-piece box. Like, you still got double the room there. What? That makes no sense. You even just cut it off right here. Why not just fill up that whole row? Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I guess we're done baling now. We can put it away now. It's full. And just not swap the other one unless we want to sell it. I can take the next load and see how much we get for it. Oh, man. I was going to do it on live stream, but I don't know when I'm ever going to do it, so I'm cracking these bad boys right in there. Meow. Homeboy almost got hit. Reset it. Operating position. Operating position. We're going to open a pack. And we'll pick up some bales. And then we'll do another pack. I've been waiting to open these dang things since Christmas. Alright. Clinton Fire, Clinton, New Jersey. We'll put that up there. Alright, so we got an ugly truck. An 82 International Van Pelt from East Fishkill, New York. That's ugly. Minersville, Pennsylvania, in 76 Seagrave. That's pretty nice. Terrytown, Louisiana, a couple of squirts. 1990 Pierce Arrow. San Antonio, Texas. It's a Smeel Quint. Mahoney, Pennsylvania, 1960 American with France. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Bremerton, Washington, 1992 Smeel Spartan. University of Rhode Island, 1989 Seagrave Ladder. Oh, that one's nice. Freehold, New Jersey, a 1992 Smeel MIDI pumper. It's like a 4900. And then Clinton, New Jersey, a 1992 American La France. That was nice. So what's... Oh, these ones actually have the towns on it. Series 3. 201. Alright, let's see. Is there any Delawares? New York, Connecticut, California, Maryland, Wisconsin, Connecticut, Mass, Virginia, Nebraska, Missouri, Canada, Special Demo Unit, San Antonio, Texas, New Mexico, Nebraska, Wyoming, Washington, Minnesota, Missouri, New Jersey, New Mexico, Iowa, Virginia, Louisiana, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Connecticut, Alabama, Pennsylvania, Louisiana, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Pottsville. Why does that sound familiar? Pennsylvania, 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 North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. So that's half of them, I think. Yeah. So there's more than that. So no Delaware on the first checklist. You know, we'll do another one before I start opening. Pottsville's not far from you. Oh, it's. I can't see what it says now. I had 2 from Delaware in the first series I opened. Nashua, New Hampshire. Not bad. 1993 Pierce Arrow. Neal, Alabama. That thing's ugly. A 1993 Emergency 1. E1 Titan Aircraft Rescue. Austin, Texas. Mahoney, Pennsylvania. I don't know how it's pronounced. We have that one already. Texaco, New Mexico. That's pretty cool. Plattsmouth, Nebraska. Wouldn't want one of the Nebraskans from there? Plattsmouth, Nebraska. Let's see. Smeal, Albany, New York. Plymouth, Massachusetts. That's nice. A 1992 E.J. Murphy International. Pottstown, Pennsylvania. 1976 Mack Pumper. Philadelphia Steam Fire Engine Company number 1, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. It's actually not bad. And the front end's kind of goofy looking, but. And then we have a Verona, Virginia, in 1989 Seagrave J Series. Nice. All right, let's pick up some bales. If it's Pottsville, PA, it's above Lancaster. Yeah, it's Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Maybe that's why it sounds familiar. I think they should bring back fire truck trading cards. There's enough fire buffs, like I don't know if if you would need, of course, permission from the people who took the picture, but would you need permission from the fire company? Put it in there. I wonder if I can make trading cards from my pictures. Do they have a firefighting simulator? They have a bunch of simulators. None of them are like particularly good. That's the only downfall. Like Into the Flames is my favorite. They have Emergent YC, which is like New York based, but that thing is a bug fest of a thing. I think I feel like it's the most immersive one. But there's so many bugs and it just like I have a beefy PC and I can barely run it. Emergent YC is probably my favorite, but it's the map's kind of lackluster. A lot of I haven't played it recently, but a lot of people are saying, what's the other thing called? The one where you can be fire, medic, and police. I have it. I just haven't played it recently. Last time I played it was kind of meh, but a lot of people are saying that's the best one now, right now. Hmm. Firefighting Simulator, the squad, that had like high hopes for that, but it was like half the game they promised it would be. Because it's just like missions, like there's no like open world, just randomization. Like you have to, it's missions you have to complete, and once you complete them, the only thing you can really go back to do is complete them again. So, I don't know, it gets kind of boring. Not to mention you have to drive halfway across the map to respond to a call. Flashing lights is what it's called. There you go. I mean, if you're like top down play, was it Emergency 4? That one wasn't bad. I enjoyed playing that one. Alright, we picked up all the bales. We can reward ourselves at opening 2 more packs. Got kind of excited because the one on the front kind of looked like 51 for a second, but it's not. Alright, we have a Fishkill, New York. It's not a bad looking truck. Let me turn my light on so I can see. Infield Connect. That's a rig right there. I like that. A 1992 Salisbury Rescue. That is nice. North Attleboro, Massachusetts, a 1964 International Lodestar. Nice. We got that one already. The Austin Fire Aircraft Rescue. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Wait, didn't we already... It's 2 different color schemes? Oh, Pottstown, and then there's Pottsville. That's why that looks familiar, because I've seen that truck before. That is... I have a picture of that. It's a newer picture than this, but I have a picture of that on my computer right now. Black, orange, and gray. Nice truck. Ooh, there we go. Barnesville, Pennsylvania, 1982 Han Pumper. That's a nice looking truck. We've got Plattsmouth, Nebraska, Albany, New York. We got that one. How the hell you pronounce that? Benicia, Washington. Smeal Custom Pumper. Oh, we have another. Is this the... Yeah, okay, this is the other list. So we have Verona, Virginia, Ohio, Washington, Virginia, New Mexico, Nova Scotia, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Vermont, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Massachusetts. Oh, Shirley. That's a Cody town. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Florida, Oklahoma, Texas, Massachusetts, Missouri. Ooh, 2 from Baltimore. Nice. Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New York. Oh, Lancaster. There's a Lancaster, Pennsylvania on here. 1992 American LaFrance. Nice. New Jersey, Connecticut, Maryland, Canada, New York, New Jersey, Maine, New York, New York, New York. No Delawares. New York, New York, New York. Rhode Island, New York, New York, New York. Rhode Island, Florida. It's a bummer. There's no Delawares. But there's a Lancaster. Nope. Halifax, Nova Scotia, 1990 Federal E1. Those are ugly. North Attleboro again. San Antonio. Cranston, Rhode Island. It's a blue fire truck. It's another Han. Hans are nice. I wish someone would make a Han for Farm Sim. I would use them. Danbury, Connecticut, 1985 Pierce Arrow. That's pretty nice too. I like that. University, we've already done that one. Freehold, New Jersey, we already got that one. Culpmont, Pennsylvania, 1989 Grumman Utility Master. East End Fire Company, Culpmont, Pennsylvania. Interesting. Webster Groves, Missouri. The Smeal. So, two, that's one. Alright. And then we have Lawrenceville. Whoever took the pictures for these didn't do the greatest of jobs, because the last two, and I noticed this on others, that one's the same way. Like, the front end's cut off. Like, the Lawrenceville, Virginia one's the 1991 1991 Ford, what's it, 350 mini pumper, and the front, from the front wheel forward's cut off. And then for the Webster Groves, Missouri, maybe that's why they only put out a couple of series, because the pictures start going downhill. The Webster Groves Fire Department, half the bumper's cut off. Maybe I'm just picky. You know, let's open two more. Because I really want to find that Lancaster one now. Hopefully it's not cut off. Alright. Terrytown, Louisiana. That's not a bad looking rig. It's old Mac. With a rescue bit on it. El Cajun, California. 1993 Central States Pumper. I actually like that. HME chassis. It's not a bad looking truck. Columbia, Missouri. A Smeal rescue truck. Boring. Another Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Alet, Virginia. A 1986 International. It's an interesting looking truck. What in the heck is that? Ruidoso, New Mexico, a 1951 Chevrolet truck. Oh, that's a rig and a half there. Tars, Pennsylvania, 1986 Pierce. See, the back end's cut off on this one. But that's a rig right there. Holy crap. I like that. Terrytown, Louisiana, a 1948 Arthur's Fox pumper. Nice. There's that ugly East Fishkill, New York, and Webster Grove, Missouri again. These are not. You remember in the last one, like each pack was just duplicate as it was. So you had each pack contained the same thing, like each duplicate pack. That's an ugly truck. Hassel Point, New York, a 1993 KME Falcon. That is so ugly. Oh my god. Mahoney City, Pennsylvania. That's an actually nice looking truck. Interesting. There you go. There's it. Alabama. The whole front end of the truck's cut off. and part of the back bumper. Columbia, Missouri, Manchester, New Hampshire, 1990 or 1953 Mac bumper. Ooh, there's Baltimore, Maryland, a 1959 GMC 370 Chemical. Where's that? New York pickup truck again. Tars, Pennsylvania. St. Louis, Missouri, 1993 Sutphen ladder. That's nice. And we have another checklist. Alright. Let's get moving. And then we get to mulch the grapes again. Actually, where's my little red pickup? It's right there. Let's go ahead and we'll unhook this. And we'll pull this into town and we'll sell it and see how much we get for it. But first, let me open 2 more packs. Still have yet to find the Lancaster. I gotta go back through all these anyway and pull out the ones I have, which ones I don't. Ooh, that's a nice rig. Freeland, Pennsylvania, 1992 C grade custom. I like that. Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts, 1991 International E.J. Murphy. That's a nice truck. There's that El Cajun, California again. Glenham, New York, a 1955 Chevrolet Pumper. Okay. Stafford Spring, Connecticut, 1992 Pierce Arrow. That's a nice looking truck. Fairmount, Minnesota, 1992 Smeel Rescue Unit. Shirley, Massachusetts, a 1934 Maxim. Carrolltown, Maryland, 1991 American with France. That's not a bad looking truck. Madison, Wisconsin, 1992 Darley Spartan. That's not a bad looking truck. And then there we have the Bencia, Washington one again. That's badass. What's badass? Did you finally beat the game? I noticed you skipped over the question of how many games are covered in feces in your backyard. Boston, Massachusetts, 1993 Oshkosh. Ooh, that's a nice one. I'm not... Kanawake, Quebec, Canada? Is that Kanawak? It's a 1993 American with France. I like that. Mason City, Iowa. Smeel Spartan Pumper. The whole front end of that truck's cut off. And the back end. Dude, whoever took these pictures? Hummel's Wharf, Pennsylvania. 1974 Schwab Mac and B. That's a cool looking little truck. There we go. Urbana, Virginia. 1993 Pierce Lance. I like that. I don't know. I got Nesquehoning, Pennsylvania, 1992 KME Pumper. Nesquehoning. Nesquehoning. That's a mouthful. Is that Poughkeepsie, New York? Oshkosh Aircraft Rescue. Ooh, there we go. City of Clovis, New Mexico, 1993 Central States Pumper. Nice. Menomonee Falls, Wisconsin. I butchered that. It's 1993 Seagrave Aerial, St. Louis, Missouri, Sutphen ladder. Nice. Alright. Homie almost got hit. You make this a loop. $7 grand. That's not bad for a, what was that, half loaded trailer? So it's about 28 grand for a full load. 2 full trailers. Okay, maybe we will bale those fields when we harvest them. Really? 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 Alright, now it looks like we're... Oh, that's cool. New Mexico? I don't know how to pronounce the name. Rudiso? Mesa, Iowa. Manchester, New Hampshire. Bremerton, Washington. Shirley, Massachusetts. Carroll County, Maryland. LaRue, Ohio. 1992 Grumman Attack Cat. That's a new one. Fishkill, New York. Pottstown, Pennsylvania. What's going on, Firefighter Jay? How are you, sir? Sorry, I'm opening fire truck trading cards that I've had since Christmas.
Talking about me?
Oh, hey, look! Oh, hey! 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 Guess what Brandon was playing earlier?
Oh, Yeah, I know. Lethal Company.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a nice rig.
Yeah, I asked him about that. He said he was forced into buying it. It's like,
Oh, he told me somebody bought it for him and forced him to play it. I was like,
oh,
I'm pretty sure PJ's offered to get it for you too, and you said no.
Yep. He told me he was
nice.
forced into buying it by them, by his friends.
Clark, Pennsylvania. That's a nice
And
truck.
it's like, well, shit. He's like, I'm gonna have to start
Pikesville,
forcing
Maryland.
you into buying games then, if I know that's a thing now, allegedly. But I asked somebody thought of it, and it's like, it's all right.
Ooh.
So,
Landingville, Pennsylvania. 1982
I
on
have 3 people that have the game.
Well, we don't have it anymore.
True. But I don't think he would play it with us anyways.
Who, me?
I don't think he would play it with us.
Oh, yeah, no. I was like, PJ's gonna be pissed when he finds out because he wouldn't play it with us.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I was kind of pissed about that. But it's like, what are you gonna do? I mean, we tried. And then he got it to play with other people, so, you know, that, to me, means he doesn't want to play with us, so.
Yep.
It is what it is. I figured that I had a half an hour. Might as well. Come on up here.
You ain't missing much. I've collected pails and now I'm cutting your grape.
I was gonna say, I saw you doing some grape work, so I might as well
And I'm opening
join.
fire engine trading cards my wife got me for Christmas because I've been sitting there since Christmas. I was going live stream like I did the last set, but I don't know if I'll get around to it. I've been wanting to open. There's a lot of Massachusetts ones in this pack.
Yeah, I mean, there's some decent looking Massachusetts fire trucks.
Oh, these are all old. These are from like the 90s, I think. These packs are... I don't know what year this came out. 1994? They're old.
That's probably when Massachusetts had their best stuff. I prefer their older stuff. They had a good run though. They took like 1970s and early 80s GMC trucks, Chevy trucks, and turned them into all sorts of different things. And that was their prime. Still have the rotators on them.
A 1964 North Attleboro, Massachusetts International Lodestar.
Yeah, okay. There you go. I mean, I was close.
There's a lot older ones too.
It's definitely older, yeah.
A lot of Pennsylvania too. Holy shit.
North Attleboro. How random.
Oh, here we go. Boston.
Yeah, I don't like Boston stuff.
Plymouth. Martha's Vineyard. Shirley.
Martha's Vineyard would be pretty interesting to see.
It's a 1991 International.
I'd be curious to see. I'd be curious to see that one. Surely, I wouldn't care about. Plymouth could be interesting just because they claim themselves as like a novelty town because they have like a Thanksgiving Day parade because like the whole America thing. But
Looks like the last one's
it's kind of numpy.
Hubbardston.
I've never heard of that town.
Hubbardston.
Well, Hubbardstown, yeah.
Hubbardston.
Yeah.
Or town.
It's probably out in western, like super western Mass, out in the New York border. I'm gonna look it up right now.
What do you say? Close to Connecticut or Vermont? There's a couple both on here, I think.
Oh, Massachusetts? Mountains out there? Shit, never mind. That's actually not too far from there.
Stafford Springs, Connecticut?
Oh, it's like... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's actually not far from us. I just didn't know that's what the town was. Connecticut can... absolutely win it. States I hate most in order: New Jersey, Connecticut, then New York. No, I take that back. Nope.
Oh,
California.
no, Baltimore, Maryland, a 1947 Chevrolet Pumper. Corona, Virginia, Newport, Rhode Island. That's an interesting looking truck. Hello, Michael, by the way, how are you? Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Connecticut, but I hate Jersey.
Transfer, Pennsylvania. 1991 International Brush. That's pretty dope looking. Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
No, I was going to say the redeeming quality.
Middlebury, Connecticut. That's
a
beast of a rig.
casinos like Mohegan Sun, Foxwoods, and those can be
Spring
fun.
Valley, New York.
But
I think this was the last series. So they did 3 series of them. I think this is the last series it did, and I think I see why, because whoever chose the photos for these really sucked. Like, I've come across like 3 or 4 different ones now where like the front end's cut off of them. Like, there was one on there, it was like an F350, and from the front wheel forward was just cut off, and then other ones had backs cut off of them. And this one here is like the most egregious one. Like, everything from the bumper down, from the bumper below, is just cut off. It's like they did not choose the best pictures for these. And I got curious, like, can I use my pictures to, like, can I create a trading card to them online somewhere? That'd be cool.
I mean, I'm sure you could. I mean, who created these ones? Like, I guarantee it wasn't like Tops.
Bon Air Collectibles.
You could also start your own trading card company, but you'd have to travel around to take the pictures.
Yeah, I was curious of how that works. Like, do they have to have, like, the fire company's permission to...
Well, no, most of the stuff, well, unless it's private, like your town, but most towns, it's all like public equipment, right? So
Yeah.
you don't need permission.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it, like, I don't have to have permission from, because they're always messaging me, asking me, like, Houston, Harrington, a bunch of them have messaged me. It was like, hey, do you mind if we use your pictures for our website? And like, no, go for it. You don't have to ask me permission. You guys can use whatever you want. I've seen them pop up on as far as Farmington's posted my pictures on their website. They didn't ask. They just did it. So.
Right, but you said Harrington's isn't private.
Yeah, they're all companies. They're all...
Right, so you would technically need to, if you were to use or like post without their permission, you would need them to sign like a waiver.
I got the third in command that I... Oh, hey, you want your tractor? The third command said I can take pictures of whatever I want, so...
You keep doing you. I don't get into one of these things.
Oh, here's Martha's Vineyards right here. It's a 1991 International E.J. Murphy. It's a nice looking truck, actually.
That's what I'm saying. I was curious to see what it was going to look like. Maybe I can look it up. You can look it up. What is it, Martha's Vineyard?
Alright, I took a picture. I posted them.
I'm sure there's a picture of it. And let's put it this way: if there's a trading card of it, it's gonna be online. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like this one. Is it this? No, this one's different. I kind of like this one better.
Sherborne, Vermont. 1993. Ooh, that's a nice rig. 1975. I'm a huge fan of the old Chevy fire trucks. The old GMC, actually.
Yeah, I hear you.
1975 Ward LaFrance.
There's got to be a picture of that thing.
There's it on here.
They got a pretty sick.
Moretown, Connecticut.
What was it? Ladder.
This one's from Westford, Massachusetts.
Hey, that's very close to me. I can tell you all about those ones.
Well, whoever chose the picture for this one sucked, because this is what I'm talking about. See how the back end's cut off of it?
Oh, that is old. Yeah, right? Like...
That's as old as me. What are you trying to say? I was born in 89.
Yeah, but you're not a truck.
And here's two more.
Oh my god.
See how that's the Ford I was talking about, how it's cut off, and then the E1, the airport truck. You look how it's just cut off the bottom of it.
Isn't it an airport?
Yeah.
Fire truck? Yeah. Okay.
You see how much the bottom of it's cut off?
Yeah.
There's a, like I said, this series is bad. The first series wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's like so poorly cropped. Look at this thing. I'm just looking at the Martha's Vineyard stuff.
Oh, that's sick. Elkhorn, Nebraska. Oh yeah.
That'll get you out there.
Oh, he's not seen Felton's. Felton, it's that. crew cab, but with a
Oh,
big ass
damn.
frame on the back of it, where they can stand up in the back and spray it down.
And like, I don't know
Glen
who
Brand, North
makes
Carolina.
this fire truck, but it almost looks
Pittsburgh,
European. This is
Pennsylvania.
their newest
American with France.
ladder truck.
Millbury, Connecticut.
Oh,
I
that's-
believe that's a Kenworth, but that is ugly as shit.
What? No way.
That is ugly.
Okay.
What? You actually think that looks good? Oh, there's
Not anymore.
Lancaster. Nestville Community. I've never heard of that. Nestville Community Fire. Madison, Wisconsin. That looks like a Kenworth grill at least, but that. Ew.
Wow. So Chappaquiddick is like a very small island off of Martha's Vineyard. It's like a quarter of a mile
Ooh.
ferry ride in a straight
1976
line
Ascot.
to get there. Apparently
Ooh.
they have their own
Horsham, Pennsylvania. 1989
fire.
Pierce North Tower.
This is what their fire station looks like.
Hopewell, Virginia.
Okay.
What the hell?
Yeah.
If you rode by that,
You think it was
unless
just like
there's a
someone's
sign,
garage?
yeah, if there's a sign out front, that's the only way you know that's a freaking fire station.
Yeah.
I'm just straight opening cars here.
Let's see what Western has now. Oh yeah, I've seen all these. I absolutely hate their ambulance. Only because it's just
Halifax, Nova Scotia,
for them
1973.
to get to like
King
the
Seagrave.
closest hospital is like Lowell General, and there's like one main road to go from Westford over there without using the highways, and they try to avoid using the highway. And so it's like constantly going up and down the road. And I hate it just for that reason. Oh damn, that's a big fire.
You must not be far from Cody, because I think he shared that picture before.
I think he's on like the west. He's like west of Westford.
I think he's.
We do live
closest
very
to
close.
Fitchburg, I think.
Yeah, we do live pretty close together.
Because he was talking about how freaking that picture, the saturation of that picture is.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of accurate though. It is like an obnoxious red. Yeah, if he's around Fitchburg, he's like 20 minutes west of me.
I think that's the one he's always sharing, like pictures he's actually taking of. Laramie,
I don't know
Wyoming.
what he's
that's
doing
pretty-
in Westford, but
No, he shared that exact picture before. He was talking about the how oversaturated it is. Because the guy who
Okay.
took that picture posts them on a website, and like every single picture he takes is like oversaturated. That is like crazy.
That makes sense because I mean,
Bergen County,
license
New
plate on
Jersey.
that is exceptionally blue. It's more of like a light blue. Sky blue. But I used to work in Westford, and now I have to drive through Westford to get to work.
St. Clair. Oh, that's a nice one. St. Clair, Pennsylvania. Hope Valley, Rhode Island. That's pretty nice. Yeah, one of the guys I follow on my emergency page, he messaged me tonight. He's actually in the hotel like that I can see right out my front door. He's staying there for the week, and he was showing me pictures of they had a fire down south of me, and he went out and he got some pretty dope ass pictures. I need to learn how to do it with my Canon. Every time I try to take pictures at night with my Canon, it sucks. But
What do
he
you
got
have
pretty good.
for a camera?
Is it the Rebel T5? Clark's
Rebel T5.
Falmouth, Maine. That's pretty nice. Millbury, Connecticut. Texaco.
Canon EOS Rebel T5. Yeah, so that's, I mean, I'm kind of a photography nerd. I used to have a Nikon D3500. They don't make that anymore, so now I have a 5500, and it's just not the same. Because it's more, everything's more like automated, even in manual mode. But yours looks like it would still have all the manual functions to it. So do you know, like, do you use the manual mode, or do you do?
I don't know much about it, to be 100% honest. I bought, my wife had
Okay.
a old one, and then they had that one. It was like they were taking it off mod to make room for the new one, and it came with 2 lenses.
Yeah.
So I bought for her to replace it. I think I've used it more than she has, but I'm very like
Yeah.
the R word without saying the R word when it comes to operating the camera.
So I don't think you have them around you, but like REI, the outdoor company.
Haven't heard of it.
Oh, okay. They offer like classes and stuff, and I got my camera, and I took a like photography for beginners class there, so it just taught me all about like how to take different types of photos using the manual mode. So there's like the f-stop and the shutter speed and the ISO, and then like adjusting those 3 different things can get you all different types of pictures. So like in nighttime, you want to have your shutter speed slower so that it captures more light, so the picture doesn't look as dark.
Yeah, but if you're taking pictures of a moving object, wouldn't you want it?
True, yeah, but that's where your f-stop and your ISO come into play. So you can like adjust your f-stop up if you want to keep your shutter speed. I mean, your f-stop down if you want to keep your shutter speed high, and then turn your ISO up because it'll maximize like the amount of light that comes in. It's a whole thing. It's really fascinating because my goal from that was like I wanted to take a picture of the waterfall of a waterfall, and you know how they have the pictures of the waterfall where it looks like it's all just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, I want to do that. So I spent like we went on a hike and went to a waterfall,
I get
and I
email.
spent like maybe like 2 hours sitting there. Like I put it on a mini tripod and just like was fiddling around with the settings for a couple hours to get it right. Got some cool pictures out of it because it's
Now
hiking
you
Mount
can do all that
Washington.
with your iPhone.
Well, the problem with these handheld cameras now is like the iPhone actually has a like better, like a higher megapixel. So yours is 18, your T5.
Yeah.
And what's the newest iPhone? I don't even know.
15. I have the 14 Pro.
15 megapixel. So the Pro camera system is 48 megapixels. So like, what are you doing? That's my point exactly. Like the motherboard on my D3200 blew, so I didn't have that anymore. So like I said, my wife got me a replacement camera, and I used it maybe once, and I was like the quality's not there. So for me to, because what I wanted to do was to like eventually take my landscape pictures and stuff and like frame them and use them as decorations around the house. And the websites that will do that, they're like, oh, it's got to be like certain resolution if you want it to be this size. And even at like the highest resolution possible that uses the most memory on your storage thing on your camera, like it still doesn't even get to what they're looking for in order to print like a high res photo.
Yeah, I wanted to do that with. I want to do like a. What was it?
It was like the last thing I want this
11
thing
by
is
17. Is that?
grainy.
Is that?
Yeah.
That's a. Yeah. So I wanted to do
Mhm.
one of those for the picture I took of one of the tankers with the fire in the background.
Yeah.
I want. I want that as like a 11 by 17 to put on the wall. When I put it into what's that photo where you can order photos online, it said it wasn't
It wasn't big enough, or it
yeah,
wasn't yeah, the
the
resolution
resolution
wasn't
wasn't
good
big
enough.
enough.
Yeah, because it's got to be X amount of pixels by X amount of pixels, and if you don't hit that, then you can't. Or like, so I went to like the main websites and stuff, but I went to Etsy and looked at stuff, and they're like, hey, if you're gonna be printing out something that's gonna be like, I was looking for one that was like gonna go above our bed. So I wanted it to be like at least 2 feet wide. And they're like, yeah, you need something that's going to be like 24 or like over 20 megapixels for this. And I was like, well, shoot. Like, that's not this. So it's like, how grainy is it going to look? I don't know, but I don't want to take the chance. So I've just never printed anything out because, like, while you get to control a lot of stuff with the handheld camera, unfortunately, technology is kind of screwing us in that department.
So maybe I do just stick to my phone.
Yeah, well, I'd say if you're going to be using your phone for that kind of photography, I'd say like get a mount for it. Like my brother has one of those like gyro things that he like clips the phone into, and then no matter which way he turns the handle for it, like it's like a stabilizer.
Yeah. Those are pricey though.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, for the longest time these cameras have been so far more advanced than phones, and that's why people use them. So I guess my question is like, are there cameras that are still more advanced than phones? And then if so, like how much would that cost? Because
Well, there was a guy,
like my camera is like the one that my wife got me was like $600.
oh yeah, that ain't
And
nothing.
it's still less than, yeah, but I mean like for amateur photographers, like that's
There's a guy, I found his video on TikTok, and he was going around and just taking like candid shots of NYPD and FDNY, and someone asked him what he was using, and they put it in the description, and the guy was like, "Holy fuck, you paid that much for just going around taking casual pictures of FDNY and NYPD?" So I was like, "Okay, how much is this camera?" I Googled it, $3,000 for the camera alone. Then he's using a $600 lens with it.
I was gonna say the lenses are what get you, because like I have like 6 lenses, and that's only because like I took my old Nikon, I took that from my brother, and he had 2 lenses, or no, he had 3 lenses, and then there was like a pack that my current camera came with that was like a 3-pack, or no, a 2-pack for lenses, and then me on my own, I had bought 1 lens. And but like if you were to get those individually, it's probably like, I don't know, probably like $1,500 in lenses, I'd say, if you put all of them together, like much more than the camera itself. So I figured like, the lens is what would get you, but damn, $3,000. But it puts a, like, you see what I'm saying? Like it takes like the amateur photographer out of the game, because why bother if you're not going to spend $3,000 on a camera? Why bother getting into photography if like your phone will literally do better?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking at this point.
Well,
I mean, even
that
I have
phones
the
have come this far. Really,
I
it's
have
annoying.
I have the Pro, the iPhone 14 Pro, so I have the ability to control everything manually as well.
Yeah, you can also adjust like f-stop, and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I have with the 14 Pro going forward. I think it started with the iPhone 14 Pro. I can also shoot in RAW, so I can get the RAW image as
Oh, you
well.
can get the raw file for it.
Yeah, I shoot everything, like when I'm
Oh
taking
yeah, I
actual
mean, when you
photography in
submit
RAW.
something, yeah. I save anytime, like for my camera, I do like a JPEG and a RAW for every picture I take.
Yeah, that's how my Canon is, but
Mm-hmm.
my phone I just shoot everything in RAW. And then
You can shoot in RAW file on a camera, or like on a iPhone. Shoot.
Yeah, because I was actually concerned. I guess they with the update for the Discord mobile app, they allowed you to do what's it, DNG, because all my files are saved in DNG on my phone, all my picture files, and whenever I uploaded it before, it would just be like the image name plus or .dng file. It wouldn't actually show the picture, but when I just did it, it showed the picture.
Right. But also, don't they have like, social media has like a max upload ability.
Yeah, they just
So-
tone it down. So like
Right.
most
that's
of
what
my
I'm saying. It's
pictures
not-
I upload.
So if I were to take it, like it wouldn't be the true quality. Like if you were to upload a picture, like it wouldn't be true quality.
Oh, to Discord, probably not.
Yeah, if I were to download it afterwards, it's no different than Facebook. Like I can take like a 4K picture and upload it, but it's only gonna upload to like 1080p maybe.
Yeah, well, I record in 4K when I record like the fire trucks going out, and I upload to Instagram, and I have it set to everything I upload to Instagram immediately goes up on the Facebook as well, the Facebook page, and the quality of my videos are like it look like 144p, and I'm like, what the? I uploaded that in 1080.
So I was recently looking, and that's why I was looking at the MetaQuest 3, which I'm still gonna. I didn't get it for Christmas, so I'm gonna end up just buying it for myself. But that was one of the reasons, is because the MetaQuest 2 is 1080p. So if I'm like watching a video that's 4K or like gaming in 4K, like no matter what, it's only showing up in VR as 1080p. So I realized when stuff started like buffering or slowing down because of the settings that I was putting, like maxing out the resolution and stuff, it's like, well, it doesn't matter because the max resolution I'm going to get on this screen is 1080. So why do I bother?
Be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
Cool.
I didn't even realize it was after midnight.
Yeah.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me for tonight. If you guys did enjoy the stream, be sure to leave a like down below. It does help me out so very, very much, and I do appreciate it so very much. If you guys do want to see future live streams, be sure to click that subscribe button. If you guys want me to know if I whenever do a live upload video, click that
I'm
notification bell.
procrastinating going to bed.
As always, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I'll see